Hello, everyone. It's your sister Roland, and all I need is a few minutes to talk about Victor, the Beard Man tech guy that was on Kendra G's singles on Facebook 300K celebration last night, where she made 300K followers, I think the morning of, or the day before, and she decided to, well, she had already said she was going to do that. If she made 300K on Facebook and on YouTube, she'll have a 3 hour live. She planned on doing that, but it didn't work out that way because she was very tired. I think it was like 2 hours 34. I haven't finished watching the whole live, but it was in 3 hours. I know that. But anyway, this guy came on by the name of Victor. He's a tech guy, and then he owns his own company. It looked like he sells stuff for beard, maybe beard oil, shampoo, different stuff to care for your beard. And said a lot. So we had Victor that came up on the show last night, and sometimes it's not easy to find commentary on the men that come on Kendra G's show because some of them, they get straight to the point. They are men of a few words, but Victor had a lot to say. So first of all, he started off as saying that he came from a two-parent home. However, his mother and father got divorced when he was 5 years old, and I believe maybe his mom probably got remarried, but he was living with his stepdad. And he also said that he's 34, and he and his other older siblings are unmarried. Though he came from a two-parent home. So obviously that affected him in a negative way, because in all the things that he said, you could tell that he's moving and making decisions, relationship decisions, from fear and frustration. In a sense, fear, look what happened to his parents and stuff like that. Would it happen to me? And remember, this is for educational and entertainment purposes. And frustrated to the sense that, he knows who he is, but he's not finding the women that are on his level that he is able to settle with and eventually, make his wife and probably eventually become the mother of his children. So, yeah. First of all, he looks like he is a giver, but he's a giver, but a giver too fast. He gives a lot, but gives it too fast. And there are women like this. And sometimes, when you have that trait and then you're given, and then the person is unable to match your energy because maybe they are not on the level that you are on. Maybe they're not a giver. You gonna be the giver in the relationship, because if both of us are the giver, eventually we may end up in the poorhouse because we keep on giving. So sometimes one person can be stronger in that area, and then I just follow you. That's how it's supposed to be, because we are each other's opposite most of the time. And if we are each other, if we have the same traits, somebody has to submit. Somebody has to submit. So maybe because he gives and then he's not getting that reciprocated, somebody like that will get an attitude. They'll get frustrated. They'll, in a sense, be felt that they're being used, but you're giving already too quick. And sometimes people become complacent when you're already giving out, and then they be like, oh, they're giving, I'm comfortable. So you have to give in moderation. In moderation, you have to give as the person give you. You can't be given $200 gifts and the person giving you 50. We're gonna sit down and make a budget. I want to buy something for you. The budget's gonna be $50. The budget's gonna be $100. So your feelings won't get hurt, because you know who you. So if you put parameters there, you put things in place so that your feelings don't get hurt. And then again, he is a single guy with no kids. He makes the money. He doesn't want a woman with kids, but he wouldn't mind. But he has dated women with kids, But the lifestyle that he wants to live, he wants somebody who's able to, you know, if he wants to go to Cancun or Belize or Bali or whatever, and the person won't have any hindrance for them to go. They just can get up and go. But, you know, he's dating women with children. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're dating women with smaller kids, she'll be unable to do that. And though maybe that's the women that are responding to him, though he's 6'3" or whatever, that's what a lot of women ask for. But sometimes, and he's very awkward in a sense because he lacks confidence, and he has a very negative coping mechanisms in the sense that, you know, when he's nervous and stressed, it looks like he drinks, you know, to calm his nerves. And that's when he went to talking. And maybe women that are on his level, when he approaches them, he would be a turn off in a sense, because people, you know, people looking for sparks, people looking for good vibes and stuff like that off the bat. That's what they're looking for. And sometimes when you get that off the bat vibes and sparks, and then that person becomes Mr. Jekyll and, well, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So yeah, he would be a turn off in a sense because he's so nervous and he doesn't know how to handle it. And if he doesn't have, looks like he, you know, he calms himself down with the drink, which is not good. So when he doesn't have the drink, he would definitely come off as awkward and weird in a sense, and as a turn off. And the women on his level wouldn't give him the time of day, because unfortunately some of those women have this image in their minds that's never going to come, because there's not a perfect man. There's not sometimes the perfect woman, the perfect man is going to be 10 years, 15, 30 years down the line, and then you realize, hey, this is the person that I always wanted. But, you know, many women that are successful, they tend to wear those stuff on their sleeves, and they tend to look down on men that are, you know, that are compatible with them, that can build with them and eventually marry them. And of course, they stay alone. But anyway, so it looks like maybe it's the women with children that he's able to get. But if he's going to go that way, if you don't mind, he would have the lifestyle that he's living. He would have to go with a woman that has kids in college, or the least I would say is somebody who has a senior in high school that's getting ready to finish high school. So, you know, you start building by the time then you will be able to travel or whatever. You get to know each other in that sense. But somebody with younger kids, he doesn't strike me as a person who has that kind of patience for younger kids like that, to me. And he's frustrated in the sense that he's not meeting the woman that is on his level, because you're probably doing the same thing over and over again. You're not doing anything different. Women do the same thing, to keep on doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So his lack of confidence, you know, the more knowledge you get on how, you know, to talk, how to carry yourself, get more knowledge of women, and how to you know, converse with them, how to court them or whatever, the more confident you're gonna be, the more confident. So when you go approach those women that are on your levels, because people looking for vibes and, you know, chemistry, so you would be able to, you know, he wouldn't come off as awkward and weird. Because he's moving out of frustration and fear and different things, he's fearful to choose somebody, and then it doesn't work out maybe 5-10 years down the line. So you may do one thing, and then he doesn't say anything, but that point counts against you, and he may not even be able to articulate what you did, and you probably may not even have self-awareness to know what you did, and it's counted against you. Different things that you're doing, maybe simple things that could be saying, you know what, sweetie, I didn't like the way you talk to me in front of the waiter. It could be something as simple like that you could just talk to, and then, but he's unable to, you know, articulate it. So it counts against you. And then you did something big, and then he just cuts you off. He just cut you off, ghost you, whatever, block you, because he says that's what he did to somebody else. Not knowing the circumstance. I'm just educating, okay? And yeah, you just get cut off, but it was just not for that one thing. It was for several things that was happening, but he was unable to articulate what it was. And also his lack of confidence may have also came from, where he had that split in the home from the divorce. That's where kids get image of family and get their identity of who they are and what they're supposed to do in life, because he said that, he wants a woman to lead and he wants them to push him, but in a sense lead. But sir, you're the leader, you're the man. You're the leader, you're the man. You can have a woman, that can lead in certain aspects that she's proficient in more than you, but not as the leader in the sense making decision, calling the shots. I'm not sure if that's probably how he saw things was running his family, maybe. I'm not sure. But no, the woman can, she's there as a helpmate. That's what she's there to help you. Yes, she could give you guidance or certain stuff, but at the end of the day, you're the leader. You make that decision. And you wouldn't want a woman, to tell you what to do and stuff like that, because that's dysfunction, because that's not how it's supposed to be. Even though you may have, maybe your mom didn't did it, but you probably saw it around you. That's not the right way. It's the man who's the leader. I could help you with certain decisions. I give you, tips. I give you my advice and I give you my insight, because you're looking for a prudent wife. That means she's giving you advice that's going to help our future. But at the end of the day, the ball is in your hands. Because you would need a confident and successful woman, but somebody who knows when to let the man lead. Though I may see the correct answer, I may see the correct way to go, but sometimes you have to let the man lead, even though he may make the mistake. But when he does, encourage him to do better. Not all the time take the lead. And so the woman that is for him, sometimes that lady may not be packaged in what he's used to. She may be not the woman that he's used to dating. And sometimes his wife, he may be overlooking her, and that's the wife that he's gonna need to become more confident, because she's gonna, push him into that, encourage him, give him the tools and the confidence and the praise and the affirmation and the validation that he probably didn't get when he was growing up. But when we lack knowledge, and then we don't apply the knowledge, we keep on doing the same thing over and over again, and then we keep on attracting the same type of person. And eventually, your time is going to come, and then you're going to pick anything. And then you got problems. And unfortunately, if he is not seeking out the knowledge and applying the knowledge and doing things differently as he has done before, as Job said, what you fear most, that is what will happen to you. That's all I had to say on the situation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.